This is a review of the colored brain model. The colored brain model offers us a unique way of studying the brain anatomy in that it is colored. So we can see that our frontal lobe is colored a nice little pink color here. We can see other aspects that we have a hard time visualizing with the regular brain model. And I'll give you an example. If we were to look at the whole brain model as it is here, to see the central sulcus would be very difficult to do. The central sulcus on the colored model runs along here between the prefrontal gyrus and the postcentral gyrus. So the precentral gyrus and postcentral gyrus are involved with motor and sensory movement. We can see it very clearly here on the colored model. It would be very difficult for you to observe it on a non-colored model. These anatomical structures, the pre- and postcentral gyruses, as I said, are related to, in the precentral gyrus, motor movement, and the postcentral gyrus, sensory input. The prefrontal or central gyrus is in the frontal lobe, where the postcentral gyrus is in the parietal lobes. The parietal lobes are, for the most part, in purple here. We can observe the occipital lobe as green and yellow, the green and yellow relating to the ultimate function of the brain in that particular area. Each one of these colored areas has written in it what the function of that part of the brain actually is. So in lab circumstances where you're asked to identify structures, this helps you to know which structure is which. And in lecture exams where you're needing to know function, this will help you in that regard as well. So let's look more deeply. We have a temporal lobe, frontal lobe, parietal lobes, occipital lobes in varieties of colors. We have the cerebellum in color, nice green color. We can remove or pull apart the colored head model, our brain model, if we take a moment, and we can see that the interior is also color coordinated. We can see here that as we look at the interior, we can see that the limbic region of the brain is in orange. So that's what we're looking at here. The cingulate gyrus, of course, is the superior border of the limbic system. And the thalamic unit, the hypothalamus, the thalamus, the epithalamus, the subthalamus, the hippocampus, the fornix, these are all aspects within the limbic system of the brain, and as I say, is in orange here. If we were to look at removing further aspects of it, we can see that the insular lobe starts to appear, and that is attached to the back of the hypothalamus. So our models, of course, come apart. Here we can see that the hypothalamus is in orange and the insular lobe is in white, so it is separated. Nice way to observe it. The colored brain model then is a model specifically designed to allow you to separate each anatomical structure easily, learn it on a brain model, and then start to apply it to the regular brain model that is not colored, because that is what you'll be tested on.